Johnson Central High School won their first state championship ever. And we talked about through the whole time that they were in the playoffs that this is a community thing. And the community was involved in both the teams as they went through the playoffs. And the community celebrated their championship, and they shared it with the community.
It just wasn't one game. It was all season. It was all year. And it was everybody doing everything they could possibly do to make it happen. I see them in public. I see them randomly helping some older lady carry groceries. They learn and have been taught how to behave, how to respect. That's the legacy I want to be a part of. These kids are going to be impacted for their life because of the way that somebody's taken time to teach them.
I want you to understand that you helped us win that trophy, and that trophy belongs to you and Johnson County.
A lot of times I think it's the love of where we're from, our community, and what makes it drive is us. I strongly believe in advocating for our people. Families who are struggling with the basics sometimes, how to make ends meet, to substance abuse, to physical abuse of children, to sexual abuse, and seeing all aspects of what we go through, what families go through, and what our children go through.
Susan Howard came to me and she said, we have this opportunity to work with the Casey family programs. So I started doing a little bit of research, and I said, I really want to look at this seriously, about having this in our community, about building this community of hope.
And I think in order to make a community of hope project such as this work, it takes judicial, it takes child welfare, and it takes your community.
When we came together as a community coop, we got everybody at the same table.
We decided when we first started the program that we wanted a mentoring program. The mentoring committee was going to be the glue that holds the education component together, the treatment component, and we sort of encompass all of those services and give voice to the mentors, the treatment people, the therapists, what education needs, physical needs that the clients may need. We're facing major issues as far as housing here is concerned. Public housing waiting lists are just, 200 and 300. Substandard housing that people live in, it's just unbelievable. We are applying for transitional housing, which will help to a certain extent, but then we have to be able to step up. We're always looking for those steps. Personal assessment is so very necessary, where we have someone that communicates well with the individual client and to ask what their individual needs are.
All rise, court to order.
Seeing someone that's respected in the community say, I believe in this program. I think this can help. This is our responsibility, getting people to buy in.
I've come to a little more of an understanding as to the grip that substance abuse has on people.
A lot of people in the area just feel that drug addiction is just, they're just bad people. They don't look at circumstances, they don't look at any other aspect of this person's life except their addiction and what they've done in that addiction. One of the things we try to teach the women is you are not your addiction, and you're not the things you did in your addiction. You're worth having a good life. The biggest thing about this program is that we individualize the care that the women get. Not everybody needs the same thing. Not everybody wants the same thing. People get clean in many different ways. We want to use treatment services that are evidence-based, that have been proven that they work, because I think it's important as a program to know if we are succeeding and at what level we are succeeding, what our outcomes are. We offer one-on-one counseling, and we offer group counseling. We have a clinician, and she does the general addiction counseling, and she'll do some mental health counseling because we offer that here too. Coping skills, teaching them coping skills. And then we have peer support, and peer support are people who have actually gone through addiction. They've been beaten down by so many people and told them what a bad parent they are and what a bad person they are. they're the ones held at the highest responsibility of the child. They're the ones that, if help is not there for them, the ones that will lose that child.
I've heard of people laying it down by themselves and not having to be pushed into it, but I'm telling you, I could not do it. And it took these people to push me and follow me and tell me they love me. And if I had a problem, I could go to them and they would guide me to go to where to go to get help.
Most of our referrals come from social services and family court. We have 3 phases in our program with aftercare. The time span between each phase matches up with when family court has their hearings. And this allows the participant to be able to show family court, social services, all those people involved in that end of it, their progress.
And that's been a big difference, is those services are there for them that I didn't know may have already been in our county that I can send them to. Or they've been put together. You know, if I remove a child from the home, I feel sometimes like I'm making the child a victim twice. They've been a victim of the initial risk of neglect, a victim of the initial abuse, and now I'm making them a victim by changing everything that they ever knew in life. So this is so important that we do everything we possibly can to prevent this from happening in the first place. One of the biggest hurdles for somebody is to go through all these programs that we have at Mountain Comp to address substance abuse issues, to get a handle on it, and then to not be able to get employment because of your past.
I've opened my doors to those people that are looking for a second chance, that want to help themselves, that want to help their families. And we have several of those now working, one at the dealership, one at the McDonald's. We've got one individual that was released from prison because he was guaranteed a job. He's a general manager. He operates a multi-million-dollar business now because he had that opportunity. Though he came in at an entry level, cooking french fries, sweeping, mopping, wiping tables, he made the best of his opportunity at McDonald's through the avenues that we set up. He just took the right paths. Any issues he might have had in the past, I see no reflection of that today outside of he wants to be the best husband, the best father he can possibly be. Businesses have the opportunity to not only create second chances, but also strengthen the web and throw support behind these programs and not just to be there.
Not thinking the big picture.
Tom Salyer is the current superintendent at the Johnson County School Board. We get together minimum as a meeting once a month to make major financial decisions for the school board. We also talk about future programs coming into the school that's going to be able to help young people. And we want to give them the best tools that we possibly can to allow them to be the best employee they can be for any company they might go to work for.
It's the community's effort to put the needs of others ahead of their own. And that's a good feeling when you give. And once you start giving and you see some success of that, it's like, okay, what else can I do?
It takes a community to point out what's wrong with that community and what its people and its women need.
1, 2, 3, 2.
I've never seen so many different aspects of a community come together and for such a long extended period of time.
We have to be bonded to a group. We have to have somebody who is always there unconditionally. The children that we affect or that are affected in a household, soon they'll be raising their own families, and the more bond, unity, love that they have in their home, that will multiply.
These children go to school with your children. They're growing up with your children. They're going to be part of your community. And we want them to be vital parts of our community. We want them to be safe. We want them to be secure. We want them to grow up mentally and physically in a manner in which they can contribute to their community and take care of themselves and their families.